I got
Ugh.
bad ankles, so if I'm like walking around too much or on my feet for too long, they really get oh yeah, they just get so sore. And it's just I feel like they always are sore, and I never realized that they're doing good until it's been like a day where I've been in bed all day, and then I walk around, I'm like, oh, this hurts less. This is what regular people feel. Then when it gets cold out, my left pinky starts to really hurt because like I had surgery on it, and there's just like a bunch of or not a bunch, but there's like screws in there and stuff. So like when it gets cold or like my hand drops below a certain temperature, it like gets harder to move. And it
Ah,
yeah, it's just
that sucks.
like
Getting
falling
rusty.
apart, man. Falling apart. This is so weird
Yeah.
too. You can just put metal in the human body and then zip it back up and just that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, there aren't very many materials that we would be able to do that with, so stainless steel is a nice thing to be able to use. Because like
Mm.
other than like stainless steel, like what would you put in there? Like plastic? Like hard plastic or something? I don't know.
I think that'd be a
I,
very bad idea.
Yeah,
I
like I
guess it
don't.
depends on what you're trying to do, right?
Yeah, but I mean like in terms of like as a screw.
Yeah, screw, yeah, you're kind of limited for options, right?
You're screwed.
Um,
So
yeah,
I mean like honestly, stainless steel it's just pretty good. Does the job and it doesn't rust or anything, so I don't know if metal inside of your body would rust, but that would be kind of weird. You definitely wouldn't want that to happen.
No, that would be
you
a major design flaw.
think like
Yeah.
your body, like is your body set up to operate the way it is? So you'd think introducing like new things into your body would affect the way your body operates and like just communicates with each other, you know?
I mean, to an extent, this piece of metal, if it's just like attached to bone, it's not like it's interfering with anything really. It's sort of out of the way. It doesn't. It's not disrupting any communication because it's not like I don't know. You're not
Yeah, I just
communicating
asked
through your
for like
bones.
I'm thinking of like that episode of the Magic School Bus where they entered inside like a sick person, like with someone like who had the cold. And then you could just see like all the blood cells or whatever sending out SOS to like other things, being like, "Hey, we got to get the cold out of here." And then they go and they like fight off the infectious diseases, you know, because they're like, "This ain't supposed to be here." They're kind of yeah,
Right.
just
But those are things that are designed in order to hunt like bacteria and stuff like that. Whereas there's
you
nothing.
think those things would come across like the metal and be like, "What the fuck are you?"
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing about stainless steel is it just doesn't do that. It doesn't care.
Just is
It's just there. Yeah, I don't
or like
know.
the whole whales and barnacle thing.
Well, because it's like it's not setting off any like alarms, right? Because like the red blood cells are like the attackers, right? Or I don't.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
we should probably do a welcome to Arguably podcast. I'm Shalom.
Jake?
I'm Leah, and
Oh,
this is the human body.
had a little. What was that whole thing? That was
Wow.
the.
I don't know.
Oh,
I was rubbing my eyes.
I wanna just. We don't have to get into it too much because we might get canceled. But we can just do a quick, just like one word answer. And your guys' opinion, how many genders are there?
Let me look up the definition.
The word gender?
Yep.
Oh, we're getting deep with this. I just thought it would just be a quick bop 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 and we'd move on. I was thinking about it today because I feel like there is a certain, like, even though we are an arguing podcast, I feel like there's just a certain level of stuff that we're all on the same page with, like as a threesome.
I am going to abstain from answering the question because cancel culture is a thing.
Okay, I've got an answer. I think I can get away from the cancel culture as well.
Eh?
My answer would either be two or infinite, depending on the definition. Because there's one definition says gender is the range of characteristics pertaining to femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them. And I think there can be an infinite
Yep.
range of femininity and masculinity.
That's a
And
good
there's another definition that says either of the two sexes, male and female.
That's a
answer.
good answer.
That was a
Either
good
two,
answer.
yeah.
I I Shalom Alexander supports Jake's answer and stand by it.
Oh wow, I'm getting endorsed.
I
So
support you.
take that for what it's worth.
I'm running for president.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Shalom. Now, if you ever try and run for any place in politics, they're gonna find this podcast and see that you support Jake's opinion, and then and then someone's gonna pull it out of context. Someone cut up half of his answer.
Oh my god. There's two.
Just
That's
be a
all
two.
they'll put.
Holy shit. I've been so tired this week, and I don't know why. I feel like this month in particular has felt like very long. Just me, or are you guys getting that too?
No, I feel like you always say whatever is presently happening is taking a long time. I feel like we've talked about this before, and I feel like the same thing happened. I feel like you said like a couple months ago that like you said, I think, oh yeah, in like the first recordings, one of the first episodes, I think you were saying like December went like really quickly. Or like, no, you said December went really slow. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, it was like it's already 2022. Felt like 2021 went pretty quick, and Shalom was like, "Did it?"
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, as far as years go, it seems like the longer year.
Yeah, we got into that too.
Are we repeating?
It's the opposite. I
Are we
believe.
repeating?
Are we rehashing old topics?
Jeez.
Shalom. As you get older, does time accelerate or slow down?
Oh, I didn't realize how many people I was gonna upset with this one. I think what it was is
We never know what's gonna be one of these topics, but we always find them.
no. I think what it was is I became a victim of of hold on. No, I'm not doing this justice. No, I didn't become a victim. I became a person that I was never able to understand. It was actually talking about this not too long ago. How I just don't understand how some people are able or not able to understand something so simple. Just a very simple idea. And now I think I understand how that could be a struggle.
What do you mean,
As-
like such as what? What kind of simple idea?
So have you heard of the theory about how everybody doesn't see colors the same?
Yeah.
We've all just agreed that that's what that color is.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know what you mean by that because you'll point to a color and be like, okay, say you know this color as blue. What if I see it as blue and you actually see it as red? And then a lot of people were like, well, if I saw it as red, I'd just call it red.
I mean, it's just the way that you explained that was a little bit iffy, but yeah, I mean, I know what you mean, and
But
I
yeah,
thought
that's what I'm
that's
saying.
simple though.
You could just explain that to somebody for like hours and hours and just be like, listen, this is the thing that I'm trying to tell you that's like
yeah,
I don't know.
I've been through something like that once or twice.
Yeah, and why'd you say it? Why'd you say it with a smile? Are you referring to something? I feel like this was a dig at me. Like,
How do you know that I said that with a smile?
because
can definitely hear the
I can hear the smile. It
Oh,
was-
isn't it so cool how that how you can? That's so cool.
What's something that you guys are just notoriously bad at though?
A lot of things. I mean, I don't really keep a list because it wouldn't have an end.
No, but I guess I was just thinking of like one thing in particular. Like I need to have like for me, I just need to have things explained to me pretty in depth in order for me, or just I guess a very specific way in order for me to understand it. Like I struggle to understand things right away. Do you guys have anything where it's just like a lot of people, it would just be like very easy to like do or get, and then you're just like, I can't figure it out.
I don't really. I mean, the thing is, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I guess one thing that I mean, this kind of applies. It's like one issue that I have. I understand that's an issue, but I feel like I deal with it appropriately because it's like I feel like, yeah, I come across, like you said, like I want to be right, but I don't actually care about being right. I just care about what is right being found. And that, like, people, at the end of the day, everybody's not, living in bliss ignorance, because just because ignorance is bliss doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's good
I
or it's better.
don't think that's true.
What?
I think you I think you very much do care about being right.
Yeah? Is that so?
Yeah, I do. I
Why is
really
that?
do. Just because I've never heard you admit to being wrong.
Okay, but what would be, like, I mean, last episode we just talked about how I misunderstood what you were talking about, the straight razor,
Yeah, but even then you didn't say you were wrong. And when
but
you
I
did,
did.
you said it very like, "Oh, I guess I was wrong." Like you didn't mean it. You're
Well,
just like, "I
what do
don't
you mean I
remember."
didn't mean it? I said it. I'm not
You
going to
you
say
very
something if I don't mean it.
That's not true.
That is true. That's
You
the other
never said
thing. That's the
something you
other
didn't
thing.
mean.
Like, the truth is very important to me, and being honest is very important to me. Those are like two very important things to me. And the reason, like I said, like it comes across like I want to be right, is because whatever is right needs to be known. That's how I feel. So I don't care if, like, prove me wrong. I don't, obviously I don't enjoy the feeling of being proved wrong. I would rather be right than be wrong, but it's more important to me that if I am wrong that I'm corrected than I stay wrong.
Liam just turned into the meme. Prove me wrong.
Okay, let's take in
Hold
for
on.
example, even when like the last episode when we were talking about the seals, and I said that more seals die in training than do in
I
combat.
literally said that I looked it up and that I was wrong.
You didn't say that you were wrong. You said you're like, I looked it up, and more seals do die in training than do in combat, but the number that died in training was 9.
Yep, yep. Okay, so in 2013 to 2016, 9 Navy SEALs died in training and 4 died in combat. I don't know what
Right.
the norm is, but that doesn't seem like the norm.
Yeah,
You,
I mean, that's also kind of admitting to being wrong. He's saying,
yeah, like
"Yep,
I just feel like he's
finding
just
the facts."
I guess he just dances around it in a way where it seems like he doesn't have full acceptance.
what would you like me to say, Shalom?
I don't know what I want you to do, man.
Well then,
I don't know what I want. I
oh,
want you to
That's
sulk in it. I
yeah.
want it to
You
bury
want me
you.
to you want me to feel bad about it is what you want me to do.
Yeah. I want you to question everything that you believe and that it just all might be wrong.
I
I
mean
just
the
want
thing.
to answer your question, Shalom, real quick.
Hey, what's up?
I was thinking like drawing a straight line freehand. That might be what I'm notoriously bad at.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, I got one better for you
You
than
guys got
that.
real deep, but that was my
Oh,
answer.
dude, as soon as you said that, the first thing that I thought of is, you know how people can just like rip paper like perfectly straight? I can't
Oh
do
yeah,
that. Like even if I bend it and crease it, that's the other thing I can't do. I can't fold paper straight either. It's always crooked.
really.
Like if I took a sheet of paper and like matched up the tips and then bent it at the crease,
Yeah.
it would just move a little bit and it wouldn't be flush with each other. Like I don't
I used to love origami. I used to do it all the time. That's a lot of fun.
I fucking hated it. Hated it so much. I'd have like some girls that I knew, they'd make a what are those, the finger thing where you'd like put numbers on it and then you'd fold it open when whatever number
Oh
they
yeah, the
choose,
fortune
and then
teller or whatever.
yeah, I'd have to have people make those for me just so I could write in them because I could never make them myself. Bad at that. I'm bad at a lot. I'm willing to say I'm more bad at things than I am. I'm more bad at things than I am. I'm just willing to say, man.
More bad at things than I am.
Yeah.
All right. What's
What
the
is
purpose
happening?
of life? Like
What
of a
is
human life? What do you think the purpose is?
To experience the universe.
To
We
experience the universe.
Consciousness is just the universe experiencing itself. Like, without consciousness there would be no point.
Right. So you're saying the purpose of a human is
Is to be to exist, of course, to extend the human race, or preserve or continue the evolution of the human race. But I guess the individual, your purpose is just to, yeah, like experience the universe. And beyond that, just don't be the catalyst to end the human race while you're at it. Like, it's like the individual doesn't have to worry about having kids to continue the human race, because there are so many people that it's just like, if you choose not to have a kid, there's gonna be another person who chooses to have a kid, or chooses to have 4 kids or whatever. So it's like, obviously, it's like you could go like the point of life is to reproduce and continue life, but like the point of consciousness and the point of humans, the point of, yeah, consciousness is to experience the universe. I read that once on Reddit, and I love it. Like consciousness is just the universe experiencing itself, and we're basically, that we know of, the most advanced form of consciousness, and so we're just here to experience. That's a pretty long-winded answer.
That was an answer. Shalom, do you agree?
I don't agree, and I don't really know how to talk about it, because just again tying into the whole like me being religious thing, which I talked about before, I guess it comes with its own meaning on like what human life is and how to live it.
Okay,
Since
so what's the purpose then in
Yeah.
your definition?
that's the thing. I don't want to openly give a definition and not being able to explain it as in depth as I would like. I just don't want to explain it ignorantly, and unfactually as to like what the.
Well, I mean, I feel like it is an opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
subjective.
Yeah, I don't want to do it any injustice, and just like basically butcher it in a way that could be like looked at as disrespectful.
Like based on Christian belief?
Yes. Yeah, I just don't think anything good is gonna come from that conversation. I don't know. It seems too risky. All right. So on that note, um, birds are kind of weird, eh?
Birds?
Yeah, it's happened a lot, and it's more so like as the weather just starts getting warmer here, we have like flocks of birds that I guess just give up on flying for some reason, just because maybe just because they've been flying for so long to get back, but they'll be walking everywhere, and they end up just like walking across the street. They haven't figured out that cars are like a dangerous thing, and they'll just step into the street with a whole bunch of little birds, like children birds with them, and then traffic will just stop, which I found crazy. I've seen it a few times now, but traffic will just stop to let these birds cross.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's like, you can't really.
Don't stop.
I
I'm
mean, you
surprised I
could just
haven't seen it happen.
run them over, but who the fuck
Surprised I
wants to run
haven't
over
seen
a
it happen.
bird?
Someone in a hurry. Because legally, what you're supposed to do is you're not supposed to stop.
Yeah, that's obstructing
Legally,
traffic and it's dangerous.
yeah, legally, if like an animal like jumps into the road or cuts into the road, you hit your brakes, and the person behind you hits you because you stopped for an animal, you will be at fault.
That's kind of crazy though, because like, have you ever seen a car that's hit like a moose or a deer or something? The car like gets totaled. So if you don't
Yeah.
stop, you're gonna get totaled. If you do stop, you're gonna get rear-ended and potentially totaled. But it just
Yeah, I feel like that also comes down to like, if a dash cam would be like was present and had the context.
I think an exception would
That's
be
pretty
made for a
ridiculous.
moose. But typically when you see the aftermath of a car hitting a moose, it's like totaled and destroyed, it's because it was going too quick to be able to stop in the first place. Same with
yeah,
a deer.
that too. But like on highways or whatever, you're usually going pretty fast.
Sure,
Like it's
for
not like
sure.
you're being illegal.
Sure. But I'm talking about like in the city.
Okay.
Like if you're just driving in between the lights, but you're not at a light yet and just slam on your brakes because like a rabbit runs into the road, the person behind you hits you, so that's on you.
Right, where's the line though? If you're saying there's exceptions for meese, would there be an exception for a bear or
I'm not saying
smaller?
there's an exception for
A moose. I'm just saying for if you're going to the point where you can stop for moose. I mean, mind you, if it's on the highway, you'll probably just try and swerve around it. So then you wouldn't hit it anyway. You know what I mean? But if you hit someone else because you're trying to avoid the moose, you're at fault.
Yeah.
But if it's like in the city, you wouldn't be going fast enough to total your car. Like pretty banged up. I mean, you could still die because the moose would be like landing on your car, but it wouldn't be like a huge thing.
Well, it's because
As
of like you hit the front of your car hits the moose's legs, and it's the weight of the moose goes right into the windshield.
yeah, exactly.
And like you don't have to be going fast for that to still total your car and possibly kill you.
Sure, for sure. But if you are able to stop, the person hits you. I mean, yeah, you're still at fault. You just gotta, I guess you just count your blessings that you're just at fault for that accident and still alive to pay for it instead of being killed by the moose.
Yeah, that's rough. Like, I guess you're just not supposed to stop, even if, like, you could potentially, like, die, I guess. Like, yeah, if the moose falls on you and crushes you, yeah, that would
Yeah, like
Yeah.
try to avoid that at all costs. But, like, if you hit a bunny, you're not going to die or have any damage at all, so...
Yeah, like it's I'm reading an article right now, and it pretty much says like, yeah, it says if you're forced to choose between getting rear-ended and hitting a small animal, hit the animal. It didn't actually, but it didn't say if it's big enough. So I don't know.
Do be a tricky one.
That yeah, if
It
yeah.
do be.
I mean, honestly, if it was a moose, I would rather get rear-ended and have to deal with the insurance than risk my life. I would take the rear-ending than hitting a moose.
Yeah, 100%.
Weird question. Where did that even come from?
Yeah.
I don't know. We just started talking about like birds and then
Oh,
It's
yeah.
other
You
things.
said birds are weird. Yeah.
they're kind of strange. Especially swans. There's a golf course that I'll just like walk around every now and then just because it's like pretty scenic in a nice area and stuff. And they have this one swan that just like lives in the golf course, I guess. I don't know if they put it there, if it just made its home there or what. They're so territorial, and anytime you like walk up to like the pond, it just comes right up to you and like shoos you away from its area. Like I don't like them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, aren't swans and geese like on the same level of aggressiveness?
I've been a
This swan was like chasing the geese away.
Yeah.
I've
I've heard that swans are pretty scary. Sorry,
I've
go on.
been bit by a goose before. When I was trying to feed them, so obviously that'll
Oh, yeah.
happen. But
Yeesh.
I was pretty young, so it like terrified me.
I bet. Yeah, I've
it
been
didn't
there.
it didn't like leave a mark or anything, but it's still like I don't know, it hurt. It was little. But I remember one time I was at this like wildlife reservation place outside, and they had this little path around like by the water, and there was this little sign on the ground that said like caution sandhill cranes ahead or something like that. And it was really little sign, so we just kept going. But then we like these massive ass fucking sandhill cranes came out of the bushes, and like it was like a mom with like two kids, and like she like leapt at us, and we all like sort of fell over and almost fell into the water. And then we just like ran away because she was like about to attack us.
Jesus.
They're like those big birds are aggressive. Like those are the closest relatives to dinosaurs like around today, pretty much, other than like alligators and crocodiles, because those like other versions of those were alive when dinosaurs were alive. But like birds are basically what is left of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I don't like birds.
Yeah, me neither. Birds suck, honestly. I mean, like, you can have, like, the cool pet birds, but, like, crows are cool. I think crows are really cool.
They're cool. They're just weird, though.
They are weird. But, like, they're so fucking smart. It's crazy. I want to befriend a wild crow. They could, like, visit me in the morning. Because, like, you hear stories about that, and it's just like some of these birds come say hi in the morning, grab a little snack, and then off for their day. Crows are cool. But I mean, birds in general, I don't really like them. Not cool. They can fly. Maybe I'm just jealous about that. So I was on Instagram again, and so this time I wasn't the victim of the scam, but I was the medium of the scam, where I
Really
was
talks together.
someone, and to explain in a little bit more context. So I was doing, I'm doing like a little giveaway on Instagram. Most of the time, actually, I just do little Pokemon giveaways on Instagram and on Twitch. And this last giveaway, I don't know, there's nothing really unique about it, but I guess I'm just growing in followers so that like more people are seeing it. And so I guess it attracted the attention of somebody who decided to imitate my account. And so I actually had somebody who copied my name, except instead of sloth with one L, they had two L's in the name. So I guess they were just like, it was close enough and hoping people would miss it. And they were pretending to be me. And then they copied all of my last, like, I don't know, my last, like, 15, I don't know how many posts it was, my last bunch of posts. Like, they just took the screenshot, or I guess they took a screenshot and re-uploaded the post after cropping it. And, they started messaging all the people who entered into my giveaway, saying that they won the giveaway, telling them to click on this link and blah blah blah. Give me Shalom. Are you Shalom?
Yeah?
I hear background noise.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, my bad. I fully thought I was muted.
Just watching TikToks. Nice.
No, I wasn't. I was looking for a thing, but that I was going to talk about. But that's awkward.
But yeah, no.
Um,
So
um,
they started messaging all of like these people who entered the giveaway, telling them that they won the giveaway and to click on the link. Obviously, it's a phishing scam, asking for like banking information and all that sort of thing. And then someone messages me, and they have the audacity to blame me. They basically just said like, how could you do something like this and like try and scam all these people? And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, obviously that's not me. That's clearly not my account who's sending those messages. It's just like, what do you want me to do? Tell them to stop, and you think they'll stop? Like, what do you think? Like, how do you think this happens here? Like, what do you? And so obviously, in response, I'm just like, okay, well, if I guess have all these people who I don't know are gonna start accusing me of scamming all of my followers, I'm just gonna be like, no, I put it on my story and just like, don't be dumb, don't fall for fake accounts if it's obviously not my account and they're asking you to click on links and asking you for banking information. It's just like, that's obviously a scam. Like, you've got to you've got to have some common sense, like, right? But I mean,
you gotta hold your own. You gotta do your own.
yeah, and
Look,
it's just like,
look
and I'm
at
just,
the name.
yeah, and so like, and they blame me, and they're just like, I could never support your, I will never support your business because you're doing something like this or something like that. I'm just like, for one, it's like, I don't have like a business. Like, this is a free giveaway. Like, it's not, it's not like I'm like selling things and scamming people. It's just like, it was just another weird Instagram interaction where it's just like, I don't know what you want me to do, but like, fuck off. I don't know. Don't get scammed, but like, fucking
social
get
media
out of
doesn't
here.
seem to like you. I don't know.
Apparently.
Get through the ringer with this. I think it's just I don't know what the that's It's unfortunate.
I mean, although I will say I have noticed like a lot more fake accounts on like not only Instagram trying to scam people like that, like doing phishing scams looking for information, but also like on YouTube I've noticed on some of like the bigger Pokemon channels that they'll have like people faking YouTube accounts now and like messaging people on YouTube and or like commenting, replying to comments on YouTube and stuff like that. It's just like it seems to be like an influx in scammers online lately. And it's
It's
just
another thing.
it's weird.
Like,
to
how would you
believe.
not notice?
I mean, yeah,
Like, how would you not notice you're not following the person that's messaging you?
yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they thought it was me and I created another account to scam people, but like that's so stupid. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's possible. It's just weird. Yeah, so just stay safe. Don't be dumb. Don't get scammed by people who are obviously phishing scammers. Like, come on. Use your head. But at the end of the day, you gotta think for yourself. That account eventually they did change their name, but now they changed their name to like London Drugs, whatever, and like they're trying to now scam people trying to get London Drugs giveaways. And it's just like I'm amazed that like Instagram was unable to ban them because they blocked me from the account that they're trying to scam me from, or like trying to scam the commenters from, which makes sense. So I wouldn't be able to look up the account, but I have other Instagram accounts. So from the arguably account, I looked up their Instagram account and found it. Like I reported it and said like they're impersonating me, and they didn't ban it for whatever reason because apparently I don't know. I guess they didn't have a human look into the case yet because they need a certain amount of reports. But like, how is it that hard to ban someone who's obviously scamming someone? Like it feels like Instagram needs to do a lot more work on that side of things because that account has been reported a lot of times and they still exist. It's just weird to think that Instagram just allows it to happen, sort of.
I do wonder how much effort they actually put into that on like monitoring like what people report and whatnot.
Because like the base
It's
the base AI said that nah, there's nothing bannable here, but I guess there's a certain threshold that which a human will look at it, but I guess we didn't meet that threshold, but still.
So do you kind of feel like you've made it? Like you're kind of like on your way to becoming something
I mean
that you got like
that's
you?
it's like the funny thing there is just like I for one no, but it made me think. It's just like, oh well, that's pretty cool. Like there's someone actually impersonating me. It's not cool, but I guess I have like a big enough following on Instagram that scammers see enough people to take advantage of in order to find it being worth it. But like that's the other thing right there is like I can't imagine there are enough people that actually fall for this shit for it to actually be worth it. Like, how are there people stupid enough to fall for that kind of thing? Like, I guess, I mean, they exist, but like, damn, it sucks. Because clearly they wouldn't be doing it if nobody fell for it. But, yeah, here we are. Instagram scam number 2 crossed off the list.
Let's see what my body battery is at.
Oh yeah, that thing.
At 33.
You got some juice.
No. Was that a quarter of a tank, man?
You
Yeah,
got
one more podcast in us.
yeah, you've got tons of gas to go.
I don't know. Have a fuck. What was
That was a good noise.
I'm trying. You guys have no idea how hard I'm trying. Like, yeah, man. Like, I tell you guys, I'm tired. I get tired, man.
My God.
Hey, it's all good. Thanks for listening to Argue
Oh,
With Podcast.
okay. Oh no, I feel bad. I feel bad.
Uh,
No. Oh my god.
I'll just
No,
let you stop
no.
making noise so I can play
Okay.
this. Thanks for listening to Argue With Podcast.
That's what I wanted at the end. I was just saying like we could like.
It's like the first time Shalom doesn't want to end the podcast.
Don't
I'm
want to end it.
amazed.
We got a website. We got an Instagram. We're on Apple. We're on.
We got an
Spotify,
Apple.
we're on YouTube. We're on.
I thought you also just want to keep it going, or if we end it, we just end it. You know,
We have
just
lots of apples.
just over.
All right, tune in next week.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. I'm so tired.
All right.
Good night.
Peace.
You guys? Oh, I'm not even gonna.
Are we
talk.
gonna?
Are you guys gonna talk about me?
Oh.